In this installment, we're going to be going over the MLB bet slate for Friday, June 21st. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Chef D, and I'm here to bring you the winning ingredients for our Friday, June 21st MLB slate we got going on. But before we deep dive into that, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Make sure you follow me on Instagram and Twitter at MetsNetsJetsD. Don't forget about that TikTok at Chef_D91. And don't forget about that Patreon. Right now, we're at the homepage of the YouTube channel, currently at 6.01 thousand subscribers. This is the road to 10K, and we are well on our way thanks to you guys. Continue to show that love and support. If you're already subscribed, like and comment. That helps so much to the YouTube algorithm so we can grow to a broader audience. If you're not subscribed right now, you are missing out on the community that we're building on YouTube and on Patreon as well. So I highly recommend you guys smash that like button and smash that subscribe button. All right, now for the premium plays, for the future bets, if you want to sign up for those, the Patreon link is down below. Get connected. It's not only me posting picks and futures, we also have that group chat going off daily. All right, talking about plays all day long and night. So sign up now. I'm so excited to announce I have partnered with BetStamp and Sign Up Expert to provide you guys with an easier way to sign up with any sportsbook in your area. If you go to the link in the description down below, you will be directed to this page you see here. It automatically displays all available sportsbooks in your area plus their current promotions. For example, you can take the plays given in this video and apply it to any other sportsbooks you don't currently have and reap the rewards. Now let's get into the slate. First game up for Friday, we have the Arizona Diamondbacks here, 37-38, going up against the Philadelphia Phillies, 49-25. Looking at the current odds right now, Phillies are at home, -145 on the money line, with the comeback of the Arizona Diamondbacks at a +120. Total runs sat at 9.5. For the public bet percentage, 93% of the bets, 98% of the money coming in heavily on the Philadelphia Phillies here. For the total runs, very shocking here, 95% of the bets, 95% of the money coming in on the under 9.5. The reason why I say surprising is because we have two bad pitchers here. Jordan Montgomery, 5-4 with a 6 ERA, going up against Taijuan Walker, 3-2 with a 5.33 ERA. Jordan Montgomery has been an absolute gas can this year, struggling against righties because he is a left-handed pitcher. Phillies are top 7 in the league versus lefties. Right now, Jordan Montgomery is giving up a 1.37 home run per 9, only 14% K rate to righties, a 328 batting average, and a 178 whip, not to mention a 5.00 xFIP. So those are truly bad numbers here, going up against a fully loaded Philadelphia Phillies lineup here. But also, Taijuan Walker has been horrible as well, as you can see with his current ERA at 5.33. He has a 5 ERA at home, and away he is worse versus lefty. So it doesn't matter at home or away, he's still giving you a 5 ERA. There's no home road splits when it comes to Taijuan Walker this year. Right now, towards lefties, it's a 326 batting average, a 1.74 whip, and a 5.5 xFIP. So both of these guys are struggling, and it's real coin toss of who I think is going to be the winner. But definitely give me the over 9.5 runs in this one. We're going to fade the public easily in this pitching matchup. Over 9.5. And if I had to choose who's going to get this win here, I would slightly lean moneyline Philadelphia Phillies, or it could just be a wild and crazy game back and forth, and that run spread for the Diamondbacks could be highly considered as well at a -160. But top play, well, I'm going to post it there, over 9.5, okay? Next game up in Yankee Stadium, New York Yankees 51-26, going up against the Atlanta Braves 41-31. Looking at the current odds right now, Atlanta Braves are road favorites here, minus 120 on the money line. New York Yankees on at home plus 100. So a very rare occasion where you get the Yankees as underdogs at home. Total runs are set at 8. Looking at the public bet percentage here, 63% of the bets coming in on the Braves, 71% of the money coming in on the Braves as well. Total runs, everyone is on the over 8 runs in this one with these two offenses here. For Chris Sale, pitching matchup, 9-2 with a 2.98 ERA going up against Carlos Rodon, 9-3 with a 3.28 ERA. Obviously, the pitching edge is going to be on the side of the Braves because Sale is looking like his old self, been phenomenal this season, bouncing back. For the Yankees, Carlos Rodon, he pitches very, very good at home. He is elite at home with an ERA at 2.30. This should be a pitcher's duel here, despite the fact these are very good offenses here. Not to mention, you just saw the Yankees on Thursday. That total went over 23 runs. So that's a perfect spot here to be contrarian and go towards the under. Everyone's just geared towards seeing how many runs were scored the day before. That this here would be a shocker if it went under 8 runs. So top play right now is going to be the under 8 runs. And then picking a winner here is going to be very tough. I'm going to slightly lean. With the Atlanta Braves on the road here in a big spot. Chris Sale, I'm going to be leaning on him in this bullpen of the Braves to close it down. Hopefully Chris Sale can go to 7 or 8 innings strong here. But he's in a good spot. Let's go with the Braves on the money line and the under 8 runs. In Great American Small Park here, we have the Cincinnati Reds 35-39 going up against the Boston Red Sox 40-35. Red Sox are at a minus 105 with the comeback of the Cincinnati Reds at a minus 115. The total runs are set at 9. For the public bet percentage here, split really with more money coming in, the sharps and the public coming in on the Red Sox here. 52% of the bets on the Reds, but 79% of the money coming in on Boston. All right, total runs is split down the middle here, 50-50 bets and money with the starting pitching matchup between Cutter Crawford, who is 3-6, and Andrew Abbott, who is 5-6 with a 3.42 ERA. All right, Cutter Crawford, he has been pretty solid this year, but he does have home road splits, and he pitches better on the road. So that's a positive thing for the Red Sox here. 2.62 ERA that on the road, but his BVP against this Reds team, they have tattooed him with an over 300 average and 3 home runs. So that is something to look at here. This could be a spot in this ballpark where some of his fly balls will be flying out of this ballpark here in Great American Small Park. All right, Andrew Abbott has been giving up power to righties, despite the fact he has been pretty solid this year. All right, so that's the only issue with him, right? Power righty bats going up against Andrew Abbott here. I'm going to be leaning towards the over 9 runs in this game. I expect the Red Sox to put up runs and the Reds as well. But I think they mispriced it here. Give me the Reds as underdogs here at home. Give me them on the money line here to squeak out a win against the Boston Red Sox. In Lone Depot Park here, we have the Miami Marlins 25-49 going against the Seattle Mariners 44-33. Mariners are road favorites here, minus 160 on the money line with the Miami Marlins coming back at a plus 135. Total runs are pretty low here at a 7.5. Looking at the public bet percentage, 97% of the bets, 99% of the money all over the Mariners in this spot, which they are clearly the better team. Total runs at 7.5 with 100% of the bets and 100% of the money towards the over. And then we have the starting pitching matchup here. George Kirby, 6-5 with a 3.54 ERA. Going up against Trevor Rogers, 1-8 with a 5.09 ERA here. George Kirby has been pretty good all year, but his numbers do trend slightly worse on the road. He has a 4.70 ERA on the road. And when he's on the road, the issues for him are going to be the left-handed bats here. On the road, lefties have been his only issue with a 1.59 home run per 9. He's given up a 308 batting average and a 1.50 whip. All right, so lefties against George Kirby. But on the other side here, Trevor Rogers is bad against both. And when I mean bad, it is really, really bad to lefties and righties. Over 1.58 whip towards both. 279 batting average and above to both as well. And at home, his ERA is 5.38. So with all those question marks there, despite the fact George Kirby's slight concerns against lefties, I'm going to be going with the Seattle Mariners on the money line here. The total with the over and under, I'm going to slightly lean towards the under 7.5 in this spot, even though I understand I do expect Mariners to put up majority of these points here, but I don't think it goes past that 7.5 mark. So Mariners money line under 7.5, and I would consider that run spread as well for the Mariners. I could probably see a 4-2 type of environment here between these two. In Globe Life Park here in Texas, we got the Rangers 34-40 going against the Kansas City Royals 42-34. Rangers at home minus 150 on the money line with the comeback of the Kansas City Royals at a plus 125. Total runs set at 8. For the public bet percentage here, 86% of the bets, 99% of the money on the Texas Rangers at home. So more public and sharps hopping in on the money line of the Rangers. For the total runs that are set at 8, 71% of the bets, 73% of the money towards the over 8 runs in this one. For the starting pitching matchup, we have Brady Singer, who is 4-4 with a 3.39 ERA. And then we have Nate Eovaldi here, 3-3 with a 3.15 ERA as well. So for this pitching matchup here, Brady Singer has major issues against left-handed hitters here. He's given up a 288 batting average, a 2.11 home run per 9, a 1.62 whip. And with all those numbers, that, like I said, those home runs are very killer. 9 home runs to left-handed bats so far this year. That's going to be Corey Seager. That's going to be Robbie Grossman, Josh Smith, Nathaniel Lowe, and Jonah Heim here, the catcher, who are in prime spots in this ballpark. That bodes very well for these Texas Rangers. Nate Eovaldi has been phenomenal this year with a 2.09 home ERA. He has improved his issue against righties with power, and he's really coming into his own right now with this team here with the Texas Rangers. So I like him a lot. I like the Rangers in this spot. Everything looks pretty good to me with all the trends here. Give me the Texas Rangers on the money line. I would probably consider them in that run spread minus 1.5 at that plus 135. I don't expect this game to be close, and I'm going to go with the over 8 runs. I think they really tattoo the Royals in this game. In Minute Maid Park, we have the Houston Astros 35-40 going against the Baltimore Orioles, red hot Baltimore Orioles 49-25. We have road favorites Orioles minus 155 on the money line with the bounce back of the Houston Astros at a plus 125. The total run set at 8.5. For the public bet percentage here, 91% of the bets, 98% of the money on the Orioles in this spot. Total runs at that 8.5. We have 86% of bets and money towards that over. And we have we got half of a phenomenal starting pitching matchup here. Grayson Rodriguez, 8-2 with a 3.20 ERA. He's been stellar this year against Double-A pitcher in his first start, Jake Bloss. All right, I've never heard this guy. I had to do a little research on him, but this is his first game. The Baltimore Orioles that just came off 17 runs against the Yankees. That does not bode well for him. And in his Double-A and pretty much his whole entire career down in the minors, he does have a 1.74 ERA. He's pitched 62 innings, had 60 strikeouts, and the whip is under 1 at 0.82. But that was single A and double A. This is a whole different ball game here. In your debut, you're going up against the Orioles. That's a tall task to ask for here. Grayson Rodriguez, on the other hand, he's been phenomenal this year. He does have slightly lower numbers on the road with a 4.28 ERA, and his numbers versus righties are a little bit of an issue. All right, not too crazy, but he can get hit by some righty at bats, and the Astros do have some guys there. So This game here, I think it's just too much to ask for with Jake Bloss. Give me the Orioles minus 155, and definitely give me the over 8.5 runs. That might be my favorite play here. We got a AA pitcher, and say if you get shocked and the Astros show up, that means they're going to be hitting Grayson Rodriguez as well. Give me the over 8.5 as the top play. Orioles money line as well. Next up in Coors Field, we have the Colorado Rockies 26-49 going up against the Washington Nationals 36-38. Nationals are road favorites here, minus 115 with the comeback of the Rockies at a minus 105. Total run set at 11. So this is a normal here in Colorado. You see 10.5, 10, 11, sometimes even 12. In Colorado. Looking at the public bet percentage, 86% of the bets, but 71% of the money coming in on these Washington Nationals. For the total runs, it's split 50-50 on the bets, but the money is coming in towards the over. 62% of the money towards the over 11 runs here. We have a okay, not really. 1/2 is okay. DJ Hurst 1-1 with a 3.77 ERA. Dakota Hudson, who's been trash, is 2-9 with a 4.89 ERA here. Let's start off with Dakota. Dakota, home road splits, all right? He pitches very bad at home and pitches slightly better on the road. That's where you want if you're going to attack Dakota Hudson or use him as your pitcher. That's where you're going to use him on the road. At home, he has a 7.16 ERA, and he's giving up a ton of power to lefties. The xFIP is at a 5.50 as well against lefties, and he's going to see 5 lefties that's in this Washington Nationals lineup here. DJ Hurst is a flame-throwing lefty coming off 13 strikeouts performance against the Miami Marlins. He's been dominating righties. His K rate is at 34%. The batting average at 178. The whip is under 1 at 0.97, and the xFIP is at a 3.09. So this is a good spot here. Even though this environment in Colorado, it can take the best pitchers and make them look bad. But we have a strikeout guy here, DJ Hurst. I'm going to be riding with him in the Nationals on the road. Give me them on the money line and give me the over 11 runs as well. All right. Last but not least here, we in Oakland Coliseum. Oakland A's 28-49 going against the Minnesota Twins here, 41-34. Looking at the current odds, we have road favorite. Again, that's another theme here. Minnesota Twins minus 160 on the money line with the comeback of the Oakland A's, who are pretty hot right now, plus 135. Total runs are set at 8. For the public bet percentage, 93% of the bets, 99% of the money here, all over the Minnesota Twins. And with the total, we have 100% of the bets, 100% of the money towards the over 8 runs here. The starting pitching matchup here is absolute garbage. Chris Paddock, 5-3 with a 5.25 ERA. Going up against Joey Estes here, 2-2 with a 5.97 ERA. For Chris Paddock, he has home road splits as well. On the road, he is 8.20 ERA on the road. So this is where you want to attack him if you're the Oakland A's. At home, it's a little bit of a different story. 3.61 ERA at home, okay? Shocking because he's not good versus lefties and righties. So those home numbers, I can't believe it's at 3.61. But he is absolute garbage, all right? Versus lefties, home run per 9 is at 1.70. A batting average of 300 and the whip at 1.49. Against righties, the home run per 9 is 1.47 with a batting average at a 282 and the whip at a 1.34. All right. So true trash gas can here in Chris Paddock. Joey Estes here pitches better at home. So this is a positive here for the Athletics. His ERA at home is 2.70 ERA at home. But his issues are against lefties. So the only positive note here, he's only going to see around 3 lefties when you're facing the Minnesota Twins here. He's been very solid against right-handed at-bats. So who I'm going to go with, we're going with the underdog, Oakland Athletics here, who are pretty hot as of late. I think they keep things rolling. Give me them on the money line and a plus 135. If you don't want to take the risk, that run spread is at a minus 120. So that's going to be the best. I'm going to throw that up there right now. Plus 1.5 Athletics. And if we're going with the over-under, things could get wild and crazy in here. We're going to lean slightly slightly towards that over 8. But the main play here, plus 1.5 on the Athletics, please. I'll take that. All right. So those are going to be our selections for Friday. Let me know in that comment section down below. What are your thoughts? Do you have any other plays on this Friday slate that I did not go over? Maybe some props, maybe some strikeout props as well. Let me know in that comment section down below. If you want to sign up for the Patreon as well, that link is provided down below. Join the group in the community that we're building on there. And I'll be back with another video very soon. All right. Peace out.